This is the World News Podcast Service. News of this hours are. It is Acting High Commissioner to India, Christina Scott on Tuesday said that while the 10th round of free trade agreement negotiation is ongoing, there is a joint commitment from both the United Kingdom and India to double the amount of trade between the two countries by 2030. This weekend in Delhi we are having the 10th round of negotiations. What is clear is that there is a joint commitment from both governments to double the amount of trade between our two countries by 2030. I really hope that the negotiating teams are cracking on with that this week so that we can agree on a model forward-looking and ambitious trade agreement that will benefit both the countries, said the Acting High Commissioner. Source: ANI. CNN reported that US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, is scheduled to visit China in the next weeks, according to two US officials and a source familiar with the subject. According to the sources, preparations for Antony Blinken's travel to Beijing are ongoing. His trip to China's capital was originally slated for February, but it was postponed after a suspected Chinese spy balloon over the United States sparked indignation from the Biden administration. But the two countries striving to restore normalcy in the relationship after an unusually tumultuous and stressful year. The projected travel by the top US ambassador would be a big milestone in the two countries' delicate relationship, which has been severely strained. US officials have emphasized the importance of regular communication lines in order to keep the competitive relationship from devolving into confrontation, and they have questioned China on the US willingness for deeper participation at the cabinet level. Asked about Blinken's planned travel to China, State Department Principal Deputy Spokesperson Vedant Patel said Tuesday, "We have no travel for the Secretary to announce. As we have said previously, the visit to the People's Republic of China will be rescheduled when conditions allow." The news after planned rescheduled trip comes after American and Chinese officials had candid and productive discussions in Beijing on Monday. The two sides exchanged views on the bilateral relationship, cross-strait issues, channels of communication and other matters. US officials made clear that the United States would compete vigorously and stand up for US interests and values. China's foreign minister on Tuesday said the two sides had candid, constructive, and productive communication on improving China-US relations, and properly meaning difference, in line with consensus reached by Chinese leader Xi Jinping and US President Joe Biden, who met on the sidelines of the G20 in Bali in November. Al Jazeera reported that United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Wednesday began his Saudi Arabia visit with meeting with Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The two held talks at the start of a diplomatic mission focused on stabilizing Saudi Arabia-US ties after years of deepening disagreements on issues like human rights in Iran, regional security and oil price as well. Blinken and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman committed to advance stability, security and prosperity across the Middle East and beyond, including through a comprehensive political agreement to achieve peace, prosperity and security in Yemen, State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said in a statement. Ministry of External Affairs informed in a press release that External Affairs Minister S. Jayashankar's visit to South Africa and Namibia provided an opportunity of high-level interaction and further cemented the strong bonds of friendship that India enjoys with both these countries. Jayashankar paid official visit to South Africa and Namibia from June 1st to 6th. The AM visited Cape Town in South Africa from June 1st to 3rd and participated in the BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting and the Friends of BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting on June 1st and 2nd respectively. During discussions, Jayashankar put forth India's positions on global and regional developments, global economic recovery, working of multilateral institutions including BRICS. Jayashankar also held separate interactions with the South African Foreign Minister Naledi Pandor and some other foreign ministers attending BRICS and Friends of BRICS meetings. He also called on the President of South Africa with other BRICS ministers. While in Cape Town, Jayashankar also addressed and interacted with the Indian community where he informed them about 30 years of diplomatic relations with South Africa, 15 years of journey of BRICS and the achievements made by the government in the past 9 years, according to the official release, ANI. Indian Embassy in Washington informed that the first meeting of the Indian-US Strategic Trade Dialogue was held in Washington on Tuesday with a focus on ways in which both governments can facilitate the development and trade of technology in critical domains. The Indian delegation was led by Foreign Secretary Beena Mohan Quadra, while the US delegation was co-led by Alan Estevez, Under-Secretary for Industry and Security in the US Department of Commerce, and Ambassador Victoria Nuland, Under-Secretary of State for Political Affairs in the US Department of State. Both sides reviewed the relevant bilateral export control regulations with the objective of building and diversifying resilient supply chains for these strategic technologies. They reviewed ongoing cooperation in multilateral export control regimes and agreed to share best practices. India and US also agreed to enhance awareness among the industry, academics and other stakeholders about the export control regions through workshops and other activities as per the official statement. The two sides also acknowledged that the dialogue would be instrumental to enabling co-production, co-development and enhance industrial collaborations in critical technologies. They agreed to set up a regular monitoring group which will review progress in deepening cooperation in the bilateral high-tech trade and technology partnership. The coaches agreed to continue the dialogue with the objective of strengthening the India-US Comprehensive Global Strategic Partnership. The United Nations General Assembly elected Algeria, Guyana, Sierra Leone, Slovenia and South Korea to the United Nations Security Council on Tuesday for 2 years done starting on January 1, 2024. President Draupadi Murmu on Wednesday arrived in Serbia for an official state visit. President Murmu arrived at the Nikola Tesla Airport in Belgrade, Serbia. Upon her arrival, the Indian president paid floral tributes at the Mahatma Gandhi bust in Serbia. Gandijiva Street, Nikola Selakovic, Minister of Labour, Employment and Social Policy of Serbia and Alexander Salic, Mayor of Belgrade were result at Mahatma Gandhi bust floral tribute event. The president had earlier on Wednesday departed for Serbia after concluding her visit to Suriname. She will be in Serbia on a state visit till June 9 at the invitation of Serbian President Alexander Vučić. Israeli Foreign Minister Eli Cohen quickly visited South Korea on Wednesday for discussion with the country's leaders on the street posed by Tehran. Korea understand very well the danger of a nuclear threat, and I intend to talk with my foreign minister colleagues about the fight against Iran, Cohen said. Iran on Tuesday revealed what it claimed was its first hypersonic missile. Iran is known to cooperate with North Korea in developing missiles technologies, thus giving Israel and South Korea common enemies. The Fatah missile was presented at a ceremony attended by Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi, Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Commander-in-Chief Major General Hossein Salami and other top officials. According to the report, the weapon has a range of 1,400 kilometers and a maximum speed of Mach 13 to 15. The Lahore High Court granted Imran Khan protective bail on Wednesday till June 21 in a case involving fraud and forgery in the sale of Toshakhana gifts. Justice Amjad Rafiq made the ruling in response to appeal submitted by the former Prime Minister requesting precautionary bail. Imran has encountered a raft of legal challenges as a result of his gift retention. In the past, the Election Commission of Pakistan disqualified him due in connection with this matter, according to Dawn News Agency. Press like button and do subscribe our channel by hitting bell icon and select all. Thanks for watching our podcast. Jai Hind.